When people imagine ancient Rome, they picture marble statues, togas, gladiators, and powerful emperors. It feels polished and heroic. But everyday Roman life was far messier, more human, and often far stranger than the myths suggest. Beneath the monuments existed a society shaped by odd rules, harsh punishments, clever innovations, and customs that would feel deeply uncomfortable today. Number 10. Not everyone wore togas, and most people avoided them. Modern pop culture has convinced us that Romans lived permanently wrapped in togas. In reality, the toga was more like a ceremonial burden than everyday clothing. It was heavy, awkward, and impractical, designed less for comfort and more as a visual marker of status. Only freeborn Roman men who held citizenship were allowed to wear togas, and even they typically saved them for formal occasions such as public ceremonies, legal appearances, or political events. Women never wore togas at all. They dressed in garments such as the stola, which functioned more like a respectable everyday outfit. Different togas signaled different ranks, ages, and roles, turning clothing into a legal and social identifier. If this makes you rethink costume party accuracy, you're not alone. Romans themselves would have preferred almost anything else. Number 9. Chariot racing was bigger than gladiator combat. When people think of Roman entertainment, gladiators usually steal the spotlight. But in terms of popularity and crowd size, nothing rivaled chariot racing. The Circus Maximus, Rome's premier racing venue, could hold up to 150,000 spectators, far more than most modern sports stadiums. On race days, the city essentially shut down. Fans supported teams distinguished by colors, followed star charioteers, and sometimes erupted into riots over disputed results. While gladiator fights were dramatic, chariot racing was addictive, dangerous, and deeply embedded in Roman identity. For many Romans, this was the real sport of the empire. Number 8. Hair dye was fashionable and disturbing. In ancient Rome, hair was far more than a personal preference. It was a social signal. Because most Romans were naturally dark-haired, lighter shades stood out immediately and were associated with beauty, youth, and even divine or foreign allure. Blonde hair in particular carried a sense of novelty. It was linked to Northern European peoples and thus felt exotic within Roman society, making it especially desirable among women of higher status. To achieve these looks, Romans experimented with a wide range of dyes made from natural ingredients. Some were relatively harmless, such as saffron, lemon juice, or crushed walnut shells. Others were far less appealing. Certain recipes involved fermented animal substances or biologically active compounds that could irritate the scalp or damage hair over time. Despite the risks, these practices remained popular, showing that the pressure to meet beauty standards often outweighed concerns about comfort or health. In that sense, Roman beauty culture feels surprisingly familiar. Number 7. A horse nearly became a senator, probably as a joke. Few figures from Roman history inspire as many shocking anecdotes as Caligula, whose reign was brief, chaotic, and heavily criticized by later writers. Among the most famous stories is the claim that he intended to appoint his favorite horse, Incitatus, as a consul or senator. Ancient sources describe the animal living in extraordinary luxury, with marble stables, fine food, and even servants. Modern historians are skeptical that Caligula seriously planned to elevate a horse to political office. Instead, many interpret the story as satire or deliberate provocation. By threatening to appoint an animal, Caligula may have been mocking the Senate, implying that its members were no more competent than a horse. Whether exaggerated or symbolic, the tale reflects how Roman historians used scandalous storytelling to critique power, personality, and political decay. Number 6. Killing your father was punished in the most extreme way. Roman law treated family hierarchy as sacred, and no crime violated that structure more deeply than patricide, the killing of one's father. The punishment associated with this crime was among the most severe and symbolically charged in Roman legal tradition. The convicted person was sewn into a leather sack alongside several animals, commonly a dog, rooster, snake, and monkey, and then thrown into a river or the sea. This punishment, known as poena culae, was designed to erase the criminal from human society entirely, denying them burial, honor, and even individual death. While legal texts clearly describe the sentence, historians debate how often it was actually carried out. Even if rarely enforced, its presence in Roman law reveals how deeply Romans valued paternal authority and the stability of the family structure. Number 5. Public toilets were social spaces. Roman public latrines were surprisingly advanced for their time. Many featured running water beneath rows of stone seats, flushing waste away through underground channels. Yet by modern standards, they were also deeply uncomfortable. There were no partitions, no doors, and no expectation of privacy. People sat side by side, often engaging in conversation, gossip, or even business negotiations while using the facilities. Instead of toilet paper, Romans used a shared sponge mounted on a stick, rinsed in water between uses. While efficient, this practice created ideal conditions for the spread of disease. Illnesses such as typhoid and cholera were common in dense urban environments, where sanitation and social interaction overlapped so closely. Roman latrines demonstrate how technological progress does not always align with hygiene or health. Number 4. Fathers had power over life and death. At the heart of Roman family life stood the paterfamilias, the oldest living male in the household. His authority was extensive and legally recognized. In early Roman law, a father could sell his children into slavery, abandon them, or even execute them without legal consequence. This power reflected a society built on rigid hierarchy and obedience. In practice, such extreme actions were uncommon and often socially condemned. As Roman society evolved, legal reforms gradually restricted these powers, recognizing the need for limits on paternal authority. Still, the existence of such laws reveals how absolute control within the family was once considered normal, and how slowly concepts resembling modern human rights emerged. Number 3. Roman concrete could repair itself. One of Rome's most extraordinary achievements isn't artistic or political, it's material. Roman concrete, used in harbors, bridges, and massive structures, has endured for over 2,000 years, often outlasting modern equivalents. For centuries, the secret of its durability puzzled engineers and historians. Modern scientific research uncovered the reason. Roman builders combined volcanic ash, lime, and seawater, triggering chemical reactions that produced minerals capable of strengthening the concrete over time. These minerals could even seal cracks as they formed, effectively allowing the material to heal itself. Unlike modern concrete, which deteriorates in harsh environments, Roman concrete often improved with exposure. Today, this ancient technology is inspiring more sustainable building practices. Number 2. Early Christians were accused of cannibalism. Before Christianity became dominant, early Christians were viewed with suspicion by Roman society. Their refusal to participate in state religious rituals made them appear disloyal. Misunderstandings about the Eucharist, where bread and wine symbolize the body and blood of Christ, led to rumors that Christians practiced ritual cannibalism. Combined with secrecy and social isolation, these rumors justified persecution in the eyes of Roman authorities. It's a powerful reminder of how fear thrives on misunderstanding. Number 1. Purple was a crime for ordinary people. In Rome, clothing could be illegal. Purple dye, made from crushed sea snails, was incredibly expensive and tightly regulated. Only emperors and high-ranking officials were permitted to wear it. Wearing purple without authorization wasn't a fashion faux pas. It was a political statement, potentially seen as a claim to power. For ordinary Romans, even a hint of purple could invite serious consequences. Status wasn't just worn in Rome, it was enforced. Ancient Rome wasn't just marble and empires, it was strange rules, brutal customs, and everyday life that still feels shocking today. If you enjoyed uncovering these hidden truths, like and subscribe for more fascinating deep dives into history.